But in the words of KRS-One, hip is to know and hop is to move, so hip-hop culture means to move with knowledge. And for those who don't know, it has 5 elements, from the MCs to the DJs, to the B-boys, B-girls, dancers, to the graffiti writers, to knowledge, which is the 5th element of hip-hop, as laid out by the Amin-Ra of hip-hop, Africa Bambaataa, who actually created the word hip-hop himself. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we get caught up in the stereotypes and misconceptions of what hip-hop is because of what corporate America tells us it is on TV and radio. But it's actually a culture for the youth, by the youth, to document our struggle and express who we are. Is that cool with y'all? Yeah! Word up. So, we got a bunch of beautiful acts lined up for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? Representing all different styles and forms. But the first is right here from Richmond's very own East Bay Center for Performing Arts. So before we bring up that first act, make some noise for all the cats representing East Bay Center for Performing Arts tonight. Yes, yes. Shout out to everyone that made this show possible. Y'all ready for the live show to start or what? Yeah! Okay, cool. So please put your hands together and make some noise for the first act of the night. Iron Triangle Urban Ballet is in the house, y'all. Make some noise! 1, 2. Hold on. Did y'all see that? Make some noise for Urban Ballet, y'all. Can we get all the dancers back on stage one more time? Can we get all the dancers back on stage? You know what I'm saying? This is the future of hip-hop, future of dance. You know what I'm saying? This is expression. Make some noise for all these youth one time. Word up. Richmond, California, East Bay Center for Performing Arts. That's what's up, y'all. So hopefully we'll see more from these cats later on. But we're going to move on to our next act. Once again, Urban Ballet holding it down. Thank y'all very much. So East Bay Center for Performing Arts is known for collaborating with other organizations, always making sure that we can get into the community as much as possible. So some of our collaborations include the local Rise Center as well as Making Waves. Yeah. So we got a collaborative effort for tonight, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my man Fred in the house, Molly from Making Waves in the house, who also helped coordinate this event, and also helped coordinate the next live act. So are y'all ready for the next act or what? Yeah. I don't know, I see a lot of people, but I hear this many people. Y'all ready for the next act? Alright, cool. So we're gonna keep it moving like this. Representing Making Waves, representing Richmond, California, and representing for all people all across the borders, all struggles. Make some noise for Raw Talent, y'all. My man Dante Clark is going to come up to the microphone and walk y'all through the next sequence of events. So Raw Talent, give it up for Dante Clark, y'all.
Yo, what's up? My name Dante Clark, stage name Don Black, and I'm representing Making Waves, a program we started. It's called Raw Talent. That stands for Richmond Artists with Talent, Real Artists with Talent, Raw Artists with Talent, and we specialize in teaching poetry workshops and performing arts. And what we finna do right now is have a few poets come up and showcase that talent. So I'm gonna need everybody to give a warm welcome for the first person, DeAndre Evans. Give it up, y'all.
Hip-hop is a true form of art, been the voice of the people since the start, of what we've been through and also what we've seen too. Now when people look at rap, it's a few things they look at, like being a gangster and being hard. Fans not knowing the truth is stretched from far, from what's seen on the TV screen, and a lot just saying anything to get that green. I still have a lot of love for it to this day, for the ones above me and who showed me the way to be, meaning to be true. Not be like the rappers who say they do things that they do not do. For the admirers, y'all putting on a disguise, and that I despise, cause y'all larger than life in some of their eyes. Making selling dope seem cool and talking about money, looking down on poor people and making them seem bummy. Can't get money selling that at this time, so to your followers, y'all telling a lie. It's a lot I give respect, but it's something I want to break their neck. Nah, I'm not into violence. But I wouldn't be the man I want to be by just sitting here in silence. Hip-hop to me feel like a true blessing. A lot use it as a tool to be expressing their feelings and how they're dealing with it. And talk about some real strong shh. Most don't know about hip-hop and how it began, but they claiming they true hip-hop fans. Not knowing Rapper's Delight was the first recording. Then came the message when they said, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a joke sometimes they make me. Listening to the genre of gangster rap, and Ice Cube who have started before he began to act. It's so many that didn't even know that. I say if you love it, you should do history of it. Find out how it was motivated, how it's different now from when it was first created. For some who's in the mainstream who want to change up, they want you on their ropes and be hanged up. If you leave, it'll be clear. They don't care because they'll have a new sucker next year. I'm touching on hip-hop because it's something I know. I feel it's much more than drugs, cars, and talking about a hoe. I hope one day my peers will agree because hip-hop has done so much for me. Thank you.
DeAndre Evans talking about hip-hop through his poetry. Good brother right there. All right, next up to the stage, we got a young sister, 15 years old, Mara J. Kilpatrick. She finna spit her poetry.
This poem is called Bladed Words. The problem ain't never been the grass, it ain't never been the seas. The problem is the handcuffs and the bladed words that intentionally slap me across my face, you see. I'm tired of the funerals and the tears sliding down my grandmother's cheeks. This ain't a life to live. The ones that lie on the ground because they fought for the right. I find it hard to believe that the ones who want peace die in the street. But the ones who promote throat cutting and wife beating stay as free as they can be. Families lost without a word. But you still turn to me and say that I cannot be on this property. Your intentions seem to be wrong because my life was ruined by the man driving on the wrong side of the road, leaving me without the loves of my life. Mr. Officer, you have no reason to yell. But for some reason you pull out those same handcuffs and sling those bladed words that continuously slap me across my face and I bleed. I bleed misunderstandings. I bleed frustration. I bleed the blood of my lost people. Long lives cut short, which leads to angry mobs with flame torches tearing down towns as if they never existed. Mr. Officer, I do not blame you for my misfortunes, but when I look around, I see pain, not pleasure walking these streets. Regret of living pierced my thoughts. Baby mama slapped around, crying day and night because the love is no longer around. 14-year-old prostitutes fearing God because they give their body in order to receive love. Broken plates becoming weapons against their veins. Shattered dreams becoming the only thing they remember before they turn to drugs. Abandoned by their mother, never leaving their womb. The thoughts I get in my head only become ammunition for the feud I feel in my heart. The problem is the handcuffs and the bladed words that intentionally slap me across my face. Words travel at the speed of light, evading the human soul, never leaving their memory, staying at the back of their head until they rest eternally. Feeling like you are their property, they don't know you, but you are called ghetto. You are put into the box of unimportant and abomination to earth. Tell me why the human vocabulary can pierce as deep as a metallic knife. They try to create you with very few words that can mean life or death to you, but it's just slang to them. Putting chains around your ankles, preventing you from accomplishing. You're called a thug, so you proceed the life of a gangster, always on the path to do wrong, and it's only because they plant that seed in your head. Quickly removing themselves from the scene to watch you explode with stereotypical actions, robbing banks, getting women pregnant, but escaping before the stick could blink positive. Is this what they all think? That my father, who's been there since I was born, doesn't care about me? I think the thoughts they conceive throughout this world, about this world, have them tangling a web that they can't unweave, believing that the thoughts they cut through you are as true as they can be. But I'm gonna let you know. Maurice Kilpatrick II is the best of the best, never resting until his baby girl has the best of the best. You see, I love that man. And it's a shame that society tries to push all good men away. If you've never been through this, your time will come when you feel the stabbing of words bruises badly as the cold steel handcuffs jam too tight. You'll know why we cry. You'll know why we bleed. You'll know that your tongue can be deadlier than a cocked-back gun. The power of those bullets can instead be used to form a peaceful, more powerful mankind. Thank you.
How y'all doing? Y'all like what y'all heard so far? Yeah. I said, have you liked what you heard so far? Well, coming up, we got another sister that's finna rock your world. Her name is Nia Bigger McDowell. Y'all give it up. Jimno.
So, this doesn't have a title. Magazines told me to become anorexic because I'm not skinny enough. My boyfriend told me to wear short shorts so he could see more skin. My friends told me to take them off because they said my butt was too big. Music videos told me to shake my butt for boys because that's all women are good for. The radio told me to do it with no hands, pop, lock, and drop it, shake that butt, move, drop it like it's hot and top Venus is what they called her. 1800s in London. White people paid to see this African woman on display, as if she was a trophy or a nasty piece of trash. She was the original video vixen, shaking her butt for men because she didn't have a choice. She was a sex slave. Even when she was dead, her body was a keepsake. They dissected her into parts and spread them throughout museums. Even when she was gone, they could still pay to see her. Hottentot Venus is what they called her, but her name was Sarah, which means princess. My name is Nyabinga Ziani McDowell. Look at me, and what do you see? Because dudes on the street, they don't see my face, they just see my body. Not knowing my age, they think I'm 20 instead of 14, honking at me, undressing me with their eyes, treating me like some hooker to feel their needs, to get on her knees, but I refuse. I'll stand on my feet turning like I'm on a pedestal. I feel like I'm on the auction block. I feel like I'm in the goddamn circus. I feel like you, Sarah. White America tells me to be skinny. The black community tells me to be thick. Sometimes I'm insecure. Sometimes I'm even scared of people talking about me because of the way I look, because of the way I dress, because I am me. Sometimes being me, I feel that ain't good enough. Just look at the girls on TV. Why can't I be like that? Skinny. Why can't I feel like that? Pretty. It must be a butt because it's not a face. I need a tip drill. Sometimes being me, I feel that ain't good enough. Just look at the girls on TV. Oh, my bad. Hold on. My bad. Okay. Sometimes being me, I feel that ain't good enough. I don't say some of these things out loud because I think I'm pitiful. Pitiful for writing this poem. Pitiful for wanting to dissect and rearrange myself like a science experiment. Like an animal when I am a woman, when I am a human. But sometimes it's hard to remember. I poke her face off and now she's faceless. I poke her so much I deserve a bracelet. Nah, you deserve a butt woman from the mama you clearly never respected. I have a face, I have a mind, I have a voice, and I refuse to stay silent. Yeah, I'm big, but honey, I am proud of it. I got thick hips, luscious lips, and a smile you would kill for. But that's just the cover. Over me and you will find something other than my looks. Bet you didn't know books stay in my backpack. Dreams will never leave my head. Gonna be like my mama, but I want more. You can't pick me out of my destiny. I'm not your trophy, not your trash. I'm stepping off of your auction block, reclaiming my throne. I am Nyabinga Ziani McDowell. My name means princess. And it's about time I start feeling like one.
Y'all like what y'all heard so far? Once again, that's raw talent, Richmond artists with talent, and I'm finna close this out for right now. And I wrote this poem for Tupac Shakur. How many of y'all heard of Tupac Shakur? I thought so. So I titled this Tupac Shakur. You consider the realest to ever do it. Your music is what I ride to. Huh? Cause now it's hard listening to rappers I feel lied to. You stood for black power, had pride in the Black Panthers in this white man's world where thugs like considered cancer. Well, let them tell it that you's a threat to society. But gangsta music selling in these white folks who bind it and white folks who profit off that black raised music, throwing dirt on your name, but they ain't recognize your movement. So I'ma do this for you. Cause ain't nobody else doing it. Speak for the have-nots and those who lost hope. Clothes raggedy, run down, and they can't afford soap. People dying every day, but they rapping about coke. Man, life ain't a party while we take it as a joke. I'm more concerned with black flesh hanging from a rope. So I'ma speak for my people that's been lost in this system. I send a kite to the prisoners cause don't nobody miss them. Hit my beautiful sisters, I send kisses, keep your head up. Brenda's having babies, motherhood they ain't prepared for. All these Uncle Times like to you, it got me fed up. While we run from the other man when we the ones he's scared of. I speak education, not just speak, I teach too. I'm learning all the teachers on better ways to reach youth. And I get down with this poetry. Well, that's obvious, you can see it with this rap. I'm the truth and it's you who inspires me. Cause I represent the rage. From my thoughts to the page, corner store to the cage. OGs and young age, a beast was made of me. 25, I pray to see. It's a lifelong bondage, prolonging of slavery. And you talked about freedom, mind elevation. Read books, taught yourself, tried to lead a whole nation. You was barely 23. That's a few years over me. I guess my time running short, but we'll soon find out. I'm all about community. I like to feed the poor. Rotten teeth, the smell of death out they breath on they pores. I stop to give them hugs, they hurt and I show them love. Cause that's my brother from another, the struggle with made thugs. And all of these old timers is the ones that's at blame. Y'all who dropped the ball and picked up that cocaine. No more preaching pro-black. Y'all was hooked on crack.
So we lived how you lived and then put it in our raps. Now everybody down in pop, because very few understood. He was speaking realities that goes on in the hood. And I do the same thing. And I'm all about change, trying to free the mind of slaves by unlocking these chains. And I'm just a young man on a journey to find truth. So I do this for the youth. I put my life on the line. He sparked that brain to change the world, and that's all in due time. Thank you.
Yo, hold on. Make some noise for Raw Talent, y'all. Can we get all the poets up here real quick? Come on, ladies, before y'all go back, come up here one time. All y'all together, come on now. I know somebody in the audience want to get a picture of all the poets together, come on. Yo, give it up for these youth speaking the truth to power right now, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you gotta speak it for it to be reality, you feel me? And some of these cats is talking about things that we are scared to talk about ourselves, so give it up, much love, y'all, for real. Raw Talent, thank y'all. Hey yo, so I got a CD here. It's the Inventos mixtape, hip hop Cubano mixtape. My boy Eli Jacobs Fanta Uzi, well-known independent filmmaker, went to Cuba and made a movie about the hip hop movement going on over there. Yes. I'd like to give it to the first person who can tell me what Raw Talent stands for.
Richmond Artist.
And you can't be in Raw Talent.
Richmond Artist with talent. Richmond Artist with talent.
Right there, sir. He was the first one to repeat what he heard. Word up, y'all. I got some more CDs, so y'all better pay attention to what's going on. But this is what's about to happen right now. Like I said, I got some movies that we're about to play real quick. A few excerpts about hip hop around the world. Is that cool with y'all? Can we do a little movie screening real quick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I know the speaker might be blocking some of you.